evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yes, this is. Are you sad?
Oh man, I am really sad.
We should be. I'm gonna tell y'all this month. Oh, just in case y'all didn't know, this is Talk to Me Tuesday.
Talk to me Tuesday. It's not Taco Tuesday.
Oh my
but
God.
Talk to me Tuesday.
This is what happens when you give her a microphone and just let her be.
Hey, it's been bananas.
Is that your new thing? Because
Yes.
I think you have said that like every week.
Yes. That's why we got on yellow. That's why we got on yellow.
That's why you dress me like you
That's
today.
why we got on yellow. But listen. Thank y'all for watching right now. Those that are tuning in, look. Go get your friends. Tune in to us right now. Look. We are a little like down. We're a little sad because Talk to Me Tuesday. We got to give it over to the men because the men's month is coming up.
It's next
week. They're
June,
getting
the
ready to
whole
take
month,
over.
they will have the takeover.
They're getting ready to take over.
But until then, you have us
You have us tonight, and we want to do a recap of like this whole month because it's been bananas to me. Maybe not to you, but I hope that you have enjoyed this month, man. On Tuesday with our speakers, we've had.
But before we start, because I'm gonna let you gather, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have been doing Talk to Me Tuesday with her for this is like the third year. I think we've been doing it together.
It's been 3 years already.
I think it's been 3 years that she has allowed me to like sit with her, and this is the most social and like prepared and all together and excited I have like ever seen you. It's usually me doing all of the talking, but you done like took off. I think I could just sit back like this.
She's not because she's pushing me. She's pushing me out of my comfort zone. I need her. I need convo with Nikki because she makes me talk.
Yes, it is making me smile to see this place. In this space. I heard Dad on Sunday say, for somebody who claimed they can't preach, anytime you get a mic,
wait a minute. We do have.
You will, baby.
Wait a minute. We do have people in this sanctuary.
I know, and I'm just saying.
I don't need y'all to. Amen.
I know that's right. But it's the same thing. I feel like and I don't know why it's on me to do this, but the word for real is that you are it. Like everything else, all of the things. I don't do it like Dad, and or Dad, when I see your pastor preach, my pastor, but you are a gift, and it is amazing to watch what you do. So as you were talking, I'm gonna let you be, but as you were talking, it immediately showed up that this is your season. This is your season to be this dope chick that can wear tennis shoes in this high heel world, and it's time for you to take over. Like they accidentally sent that right when they sent out our blast. So those who got the blast, it said like Takeover Tuesday. And sometimes we think that things are a mistake, but it's actually a truth that this is your time for takeover because there's a season and a people waiting for you. They're not going to receive it from the high heel girl because they don't even understand why she walking in them heels and it's 35 steps and it's sand and why she dressed like that. Who want to do that? No, a woman that can show up with some Adidas pants and some Air Max, them is not the same brand. Whoa. Pastor, I called her out. I got you, Daddy. But that you can show up in a space.
They can't see my shirt.
But if you know our First Lady, you'll understand, right? But that you can show up like this and God will show up in you regardless. Like there's somebody watching and saying, I'm not enough. I don't got it. My hair not done. But even at this space, her hair's done, you can still show up and God will still use you. Super dope. Super dope. Could save women. Rock.
Appreciate it.
You saved and dope, and that's what the season was about.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you understand, especially coming from one of my daughters. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I receive it, but I'm still taking my time. Still taking my time. Even though, Pastor said he was going to tell my first lady that, look, she still ain't been doing what you told her
Oh,
to do.
Lord.
That she still ain't stepping out. She still ain't speaking like you told her to do. Take it.
But she
I
is
am.
that. You are.
I am. I am learning. I am learning to walk in what God has called me to do. I'm learning to be comfortable in my tennis shoes.
A disruption in the spirit. Like you are here to disrupt some things and shake some things and like that's the season. Like not as usual, like different. Okay. And it's okay to be that. Okay. So this month was super dope. We did Saved Dope. Saved and Dope was our theme. Like and everything was bananas. If you listen to her, everything was bananas.
Bananas. But I'm understanding, that's why I was telling Pastor. He was like, okay, but Sunday, even though Sunday was Pentecost Sunday, and it didn't have anything to do with our Save Girls Rock. It just Pentecost Sunday happened to fall into the month of May. But Dope, he was like, everybody kept saying my mother, when she got her shirt, she was like, I got to wear this shirt, but I don't know what dope means, because, my mom is 70-something. So she was like, I don't know, I don't be wearing none, I don't know what it means. But them young people be asking me what dope mean. And so I was like, Mom, kind of like you cool. You a cool grandma. And then, everybody always say, when I speak, I always have stuff like, what A, everybody got this.
Hey.
Letters.
Applause.
And what letters mean and giving acronyms for it. But my cousin and I was sitting down and she was like, hey, let's put some stuff behind it. So, and I loved it when we sat down and we really put out what it. Somebody else probably already said, well, we already know what dope stands for, which I love that it does. For me, is, depending on prayer every day. So that's what it meant. And so I'm hoping that, I have some, Pastor always say, oh, she always got somebody. I have some shirts and I have some things that look. By Sunday, I need to get rid of them. So those that are watching and those that are in the sanctuary, if you have not already bought one of those shirts, so if you want to bless somebody, I need you to, my Cash App is UnityBB. I need you to go ahead and come on, buy one of them shirts, bless somebody.
Put your name and your size in the form.
Yes, come
when
on.
You send it.
Bless somebody. If you don't want one, bless somebody. Send it. Let's bless somebody.
How much are the shirts, Mom?
The shirts are $25. Come on. Bless somebody. Buy one. Bless somebody. We support everything else. Why not bless the woman of God to be able to be a blessing to someone else?
And you should wear what you are.
Hey.
You should wear what you are.
The shirts say, bless black woman. I'm saved and blessed. I'm saved and dope. Some say what we got on.
Save Girls Rock.
Save Girls Rock. So I want to just thank some of the vendors, which these shirts right here are made by Jazz Creation. So you ain't even, you can, hey, she's on, what is it, Instagram?
On Instagram, at Inside Jazz Creations on Instagram.
Yeah.
Jazz Cook on Facebook. And you can just inbox her and let her know what your size and that you would like the Save Girls Rock shirt that you saw on tonight's broadcast.
See, that's why that's why I need her. That's why I need her.
And here we go. We got some Dope and Save modeled by Pastor Joel Huey. You can order the Dope and Save shirt.
Look at these
and
men.
Then the
Look at these
Dope
men.
Black Woman shirt held up and modeled by our own Pastor Julius S. White.
Look at these men. Look at these men. Look at
you
this.
can too.
Yes.
You can too have a shirt. And then, of course, the shirt for our month is Save Girls Rock. And then on the back, it also has our theme for the month, which was Saved and Dope.
Yes, we have masks.
Anything that you have. And so also you can inbox our pastor, First Lady White, on Facebook at Karen White and on Insta at Pastor KM White.
Yes. And then we want to thank Roxy.
Yep, Roxanne Red of Reds. What is Reds? Reds. What is it? Is it Reds? Anyway, Roxanne Red. Her and her husband. I think it's Reds.
I am so sorry that we don't have it, but you can do the church.
Yep, you can do the church. But on Roxanne, she did all of the desserts that we had. for this, and she was also for the month. So every Sunday, each woman walked out and was able to have a sweet treat because we know sweet
Reds.
reds. Y'all, and I
Thank
look
y'all.
in my mind when I said sweet treats, I was like, that is sweet reds. So you can find her also as well on Instagram. But Roxanne Red on Facebook, and you can inbox her for her things, and we're grateful to her that she was able to sow into the women's lives this month as well.
Listen, all of them, man.
All of our graphics were
Yes.
done by our own brother John Patron. He did it all. Like, he is super, super amazing. If you want to find him on Culture Creations on. But if you want to reach out to him on Facebook, you can just put up John Patron and inbox him there. He takes orders. His turnaround time is super fast, but he does anything from videography to graphic design. Super
Yes.
amazing guy. Photography.
Super amazing.
Studio time. He just bought all these lights, so he probably show up with a whole bunch of stuff. Octagon lights. If you follow him, you'll know.
Yes, super amazing. Super amazing.
To our own Pastor Julius White, who allowed us space
Yes.
to be, do
To
things
do this.
different, to be who we are,
Yes.
to be who to allow our First Lady a space to have this month and trust her creatively.
Woo!
And
Yes.
then fuss at her if she don't do it right.
I mean, he did,
know?
and he did fuss at me, but he still allowed me to do what
Yes.
I do. So I definitely appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much. But I have to give a shout out to someone that's in the building right now. To one of my daughters that I know that I get on her nerves so much, but I probably get on all of my children's
That's good.
nerves.
But this one.
But this one right here.
And this is a womb baby. This baby came from the womb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the one that everybody say that looks like me, that I have to say that she definitely looks like me. But this is the one that is, as I would say, that is my ride or die. This is the one that cries for me, that screams for me, that if I call her, it does not matter what time, day, night, she's gonna come. She's gonna come. I don't know. I don't know if I could have even done this without her, because from behind the scenes, she does so much for me. So since I was, about 14 years old, it was some things that I've had on a bucket list that I wanted. And she has just made some things happen for me that my husband that do not like, that he was like, you got that done? That she has made happen for me, y'all. And I appreciate it so much. And now, like, I have some health challenges and stuff that's going on with me right now. And this is one chick that is right there by my side right now. And just words can't express. And they always say give someone their flowers and stuff while they're living.
Absolutely.
And I just, can't tell you enough. And I just want everybody to know how much I appreciate this young lady so much. And I think sometimes she thinks that I don't love her, and I express to all the other children more than her how much I love her. So I want everybody out there that's watching to know that how much I love this one right here, Aisha.
Come on up, Aisha.
Come on,
White.
Aisha.
Woo!
Aisha,
Yeah, I
I
don't know
love
what they're making
you,
that
and I
face
thank
for.
you so much.
Yeah, Aisha. Aisha, you are the girl I never had, and I want to get to know you better. What?
And she was named after that song, Aisha. Thank you so much.
Look at your gems. You can hug
Thank
mom.
you so.
You got something to say? You on camera, girl. This is you live, baby. You better.
Love you so much.
You got something to say? You show up? Okay. Yeah, Aisha is so. I have been in their lives for. I'm not gonna tell you how many years because it'll talk about one of their ages. And she has always been right there from the Boys and Girls Club. And they would like leave, come get me. I don't want to stay here. Aisha's like, Mom, I'm here. I'ma stay. It's always been that connection. She's the baby girl. Even with all the adopted kids, she's still the baby girl. Oh, no, Jalen baby.
Yeah.
Jalen the baby. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and she works hard for you.
Behind
and on your
the
behalf,
scenes.
as you could tell, not in front of the camera.
At all. But then I turn around and say, but I don't know why you ain't invite me up on the stage when you had the preacher's kids up there. Because we had the preacher's kids up here, and then she said, well, why you ain't invite me, but you invited Nene?
Because Nay at least talk.
Nene will talk, and what did she do right there? No, I don't have nothing to say. But exactly what she did, so.
But that's a part of our recap. So one of our Talk to Me Tuesdays, our first one, was that we were able to talk to preachers' kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so what made that valid, or what made that a big part of this month for you?
Well, one is because I think that sometimes we forget about preachers' kids and how valuable their words are, and how much that, we need to speak to them because their words mean a lot, and sometimes they are forgotten.
Understood.
So
Behind the name of the parents.
So, and I just wanted to hear from them.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear their heart. And the two that we had on, they meant a lot to me. One being my own biological child, and then the young man, which was Dara Hughes II, just seeing him grow up in the church. And then the two different views,
Right.
of how
And different experiences.
and different experiences that they had. It just meant a lot, and I just wanted people to see the different views,
Right.
as well. So it just meant a lot, to me to have them on, and hopefully we can do it again too.
Yeah.
And have a different form and have more people come up, and hopefully it would open up dialogue for other churches to be able to do that as well.
Yeah, because I think one of the bigger things that I really was the impact that I think some of them wish that the church would have played back in their lives. Like, not assume that all of this is my real, everything that you hear, I don't need to be at the altar every Sunday, right? Like, even though I may not show up, it doesn't mean that I don't have relationship, So some of those things that I think, some of the things that people gossip about in ministry versus had I spoken to them or talked to them or spent some time. So I definitely, and they were both transparent is what I liked. Nobody sugarcoated and tried to dress up. Both of them existed in a space that I wasn't perfect, but the prayers of those that I had, and then neither one of them wished that they had parents with a different lifestyle. That they both were appreciative of the fact that their parents were pastors. And, even with all of the headaches they talked about in the conversation, the end of it was, no, I wouldn't have had it no other way.
But what some people didn't see, that both of them actually have calling and giftings on their life. Even though one of them is serving in the ministry and one of them is running a little bit, but still understand that I still have a calling on my life.
Yeah, it was definitely a dope experience.
Yeah.
And then the following Tuesday, are you doing Sundays too, or you just want to recap?
No, Sundays as well.
Oh yeah, so our first speaker of the month was
It was
our pastor, and he was
pastor.
talking, and he told us
About change.
that we got that we are the game changers.
We're the game changer.
And if you go back, if you follow me, I feel like if you go back and look, so I have a tendency on Sundays to steal a lot of his material.
You do, because you be trying to be his favorite. Though. His favorite kid.
That's not the case. I
Yes,
just
you
be
are.
listening.
No, it ain't.
And I have to post it, but another place and spaces that people that follow me probably don't follow him. So they wouldn't have known that they could be game changers had I not posted it. Man, just talked about this. they wouldn't have known, Right. Look, sidebar is that, of course, I talk to my pastor, but I also talk to my daddy often, right? And so we just had a conversation, and because this is a side, he gonna catch it in a minute. Because I don't have an account number for J. Sebastian Ministries yet, I can use it. You better catch me while I'm talking. So, but that Sunday, it was so amazing to the things and the points that he made that made pivotal things, because I think sometimes we look at our lives and don't realize we already got all the tools we needed. We just have not accessed them and put them in the right place. But if you go back, you can catch that on our YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you can subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. And if you're watching us on Facebook, you can turn on the notifications, and you will too not miss a thing.
Yeah, and then then the following Tuesday, we had
Pastor, First Lady Shireen.
First Lady Shireen.
Yes.
Husband, which was talking about the pros and cons of a first lady, being a first lady.
Yeah.
And that was helpful for me. If it
Y'all
wasn't
should go
helpful
back
for
and watch
anybody
that.
else.
Yeah, that was like a whole it was.
It
When
was-
God moves, it's nothing that you can do about it. It was kind of, she talked and started talking, and I think my mic did just like this.
Well, it was just kind of like today when little amen corner that's in here now, trying to say, acting like y'all trying to speak to me now. People was amen, because, I felt like somebody was whispering in her ear in the
Nobody.
hallway before she came
Not
in,
at all.
and trying to talk to her. But it was definitely, God knows what you need when you need it. So, what she, the word that she gave, it definitely didn't fall on deaf ear.
And I think another, another piggyback is that it is awesome to sometimes have preachers' wives here in a space, because that's a culture all in itself. To be a preacher's wife, to be African American woman, to be a male, to be whatever, there are these cultures in class. And to be a preacher's wife comes with some things that, I don't care if you talk to another wife, some of the things that they endure won't ever be the same, right? Because our pastors carry our hearts when they go home. So some of the heaviness that they have to carry, some of the callings that they have, some of the things, the way they are pulled, some of the temptations, some of those things, just in talking to just a wife who doesn't have a husband that's a pastor, won't be relatable. And so there's some seeds that can be sown. And I love the fact that you made way for her to just be, again, like a space to just be as transparent as you can. I remember her coming in and was like, so what's going to happen? But she was open and not like, I need my questions ahead of time. Nope, every question that if you go back and watch, every question that we asked was given to her and she was as transparent as she could be, even in a space of, wait a minute, let me think about that. So yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, and then that's the thing I like about it. Some of them, when they came in, everybody was like, what are we talking about? Like, because this is new to me.
Right.
Like, I don't know about what were we talking about when y'all, because I ain't never did this kind of stuff before. And then after it's over, I get the phone calls, and they was like, man, this is dope. Like, I like this. This need to, we need to do this as a body of Christ. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we need to do all the time. So I really enjoy that. Like, I'm excited that I get the feedback. Like, I get to hear those kind of things that people's like, hey, I like what y'all are doing over there. Like, this is really nice. So I really enjoyed with Pastor Shireen coming over and just kind of being transparent, whatever. And I always tell them, whenever I ask somebody to come over, I'm like, y'all know me, so don't come in here with your skirt on. Don't come in here like you've been all holy now and churchy. Like, I'm saved. God knows that I'm saved.
Right.
And I love God and all that. But don't come in here, trying to be, all of that, because that's not me. I want you to be transparent, and I want you to throw some knowledge on us and for our audience and everything. But don't come in here, doing all that. Oh, glory to God. And don't do that. Don't do that, because you're not going to go over well up in here. You're not going to go over well. I need that. That's why, and Pastor Joe will tell you, when I had the kids in here, I was like, Pastor Joe, I need you to come in, and I need you to have the scriptures, because they might ask me something that I don't know.
Right.
So
know your realm.
I need you to make sure you had the Bible ready.
Know your
because
gifting.
I might need you to help me, because I might not know. And I'm one to tell y'all, I don't know it all inside out.
I know it all.
But I be trying to tell her to calm down, because she'll tell you in a minute. Mess up a scripture.
So you telling me that Adam and Eve did not have a pair
See,
that they were trying to eat.
see, can y'all?
That won't it?
Can y'all?
That was not the story. I thought they was hungry and they tried to eat it from something.
You see that?
Okay, but no, but that's the truth. Like this was a space. Well, I think the common theme that my takeaway was that this space of the month of May was transparency.
Yeah.
Like there was that is not offered often, especially when when a lot of people talk about going to church.
Mm-hmm.
That there isn't really this transparent place where you can be. I don't know why I'm really stuck on that, but it's like a place where you can just be in God.
Mm-hmm.
You can exist as you are in God. You know what I mean? Of course, there's a perfection and things that you should work on, but there's a God that loves you right now in that space, in this place, that won't change.
Right.
So I think that was, yeah. And so our first pastor our first was Lady Chantel.
Yeah.
Lady Chantel was the first Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she, that's my girl. That's one of my best friends. One of my, as I can say that, outside of my college friends, like, I'm grateful that God has placed friends within the ministry
Right.
that I went to college with that I can call my best friends. Like my roommate, my college roommate, that she would tell you. That, I'm transparent, a funny story that, yes, we went to St. Paul's College.
You can't find it if you Google it.
Yes, you
I'm just joking.
And we're trying to get it back up. We're doing our best to, get our school back. But yeah, we used to go to school and we had the chapel and we was taking a test one time in the chapel. And I ain't study. I didn't study. I didn't study a lot. And we was taking
Go ahead, transparent.
Yeah, I didn't.
Cover your ears, King.
And I was struggling. I need to pass that test. And I was asking my roommate, because we was roommates. We were like sisters, like to help me.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't asking her to cheat. I was asking her to help me.
Uh-huh.
So help me and cheating is two different things. So
we on live?
Is it? Oh. I was like, help me. And she wouldn't help me in chapel. Because she said that was cheating.
Is she shaking her head?
And she was, and I think she in here, but I can't see real good. so I thank God that I have friends that I grew up with in college that now that's in the ministry.
That's still trying to help you.
That that's my best friend now. That's still here. So, but I have best friends
that's grown with
that's
your ministry.
grown with me in ministry, and I still have ministry. But Chantel came and gave us a word. But I ain't grow up with her.
Right.
But we are good friends. And she came and brought a word from Raleigh, North Carolina, and gave a good word for the house.
Yeah, she was super amazing.
Her and her crew, her Amen crew.
Yeah, they was
Elder Paula
They was
McGee.
going in, baby. We had a good time in Christ, and I'm so grateful for her. I hadn't seen her in a long time, so it was good to see her. And then that Tuesday, which was last week, no, we missing a Tuesday.
No. Actually, they're going by fast. And then that's when I got sick, and then you had to host it with two people that didn't allow you to host.
They didn't even let me do my job.
They let you
I don't
do your
know.
job.
I was trying to talk. They kept talking. I tried to
over
end
you.
it. Pastor Joe had flashcards up. I felt like I was the real Oprah Winfrey. He had like minute cards, applause cards, laugh y'all cards. And they ain't paid not one of his cards, no mind, to the light side of the dim in here.
Yeah,
and
they
then
almost, I was sending messages at home because he had supposed to have been singing. They went over that time, so he couldn't even sing.
But the conversation was good.
Was awesome.
The conversation was good. So we last week we had our own Dave Lab and our pastor. And all of this stemmed from the Willie Moore Jr. show. It was a conversation had about a keyboardist at a church who he played secular music and did gigs. And his pastor ended up finding out, mind you, he had been at the church playing, wasn't late to church, showed up on time, stayed, probably even tired, did all his what would be in good standings or whatever. And his pastor made him choose.
Yeah.
I mind you, the church could not pay his bills or give him a what is it?
A salary.
Wage or
A wage.
salaries for him to be able to take care of his family, but they still wanted to make him choose. So that was kind of like that was the ground of the conversation. And then David made a bed about music before we could even get to the topic.
Yeah.
I think out of my 25 questions I had, I didn't have that many. I asked 2 questions and it still lasted till 10:30.
Yeah, and then we are gonna have a part 2 because we have been, even me, but Dave has been getting questions about, hey, when are we gonna have a part 2 to it? But we're gonna
It'll
try,
be in the month of June.
Hopefully for the men now
Right.
can maybe bring him on with them and he can have a part 2. But we literally been getting phone calls and
The
emails.
conversation was so
The
good.
conversation was
Another
that good.
space of transparency. Like I said, I think that was, even though like transparency in this space was amazing. And he and for even our pastor to talk like his genuine view about why do you allow this? We have a Night of Romance. That's another plug. I think it's going to be 2022. 2022, a Night of Romance, which is for our couples to come out and have an amazing time. But we do not play Jesus Loves Me. We understand that relationship building is necessary.
Yeah.
And so it was definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's and that's it. Even having Dave being our minister, or you don't even like being called it, but just the director of our music ministry here, and being a playing, he's a secular artist that provides for his family, and he's also he's a music teacher that works for a school here. And like he said, I love how he put it, where if he worked for Macy's,
You wouldn't care.
Nobody would even care about that. But because he, sings,
And I think he even mentioned, like, if I was working, I think he named a company that was like, it would put you in debt if you went there. Like, you wouldn't stop me from working there, but that could be putting your people at debt. And I think we talked about the illusion of what we see, like musicians, any musician immediately looks like a rock star.
Yeah.
Any instrument, like he loves the guitar. And although he likes Jimi Hendrix, that's not his being.
Yeah.
That's not who he is when he goes on the road. That's not who he is when he goes to play.
Yeah.
And he's on time and he shows up and he has a work ethic because it's the thing that he loves and he does,
And I
awesomely,
just wish those that are
effortlessly.
watching, if you would just come here on a Sunday morning
His energy at
and see
10:30,
his energy,
2213
and see
National
that man's
Street.
worship and see him worship. Can play any instrument up here. If Brother Paul don't show up, he can play the keyboard. If Travell don't show up, he can play the drums. He can play the bass,
All
guitar.
while singing.
He can play whatever, and sing.
Yes, he can.
So he's just a professional. So his worship, that song that I love so well, that his worship is for real. So he doesn't
yes.
play around with that. So just all of those things that we've been doing for the month of May, it hasn't been by happenstance or we haven't thought about the topics that we have up here for the month of May.
Right.
Those topics have been real.
Right.
And we thought about the topics that we had up here for the month of May.
And so, not that we're like about to close, but if you have topics for next year, if you want to put them into the comments, you can do that. We see our comments, Pastor Joe, to see if you have any questions about any of the things that we talked about. You can put them. When we're here, it's usually an interactive form. The month of May and June, I think all of our Talk Tuesdays are super interactive.
And even like she said, even Bible study when Pastor Joe and Pastor Jay is up here, their Bible studies are very interactive as well.
Yeah, so if you're on Facebook, make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. If you're on our YouTube, subscribe so that you see and don't miss a thing.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, look, I don't want to do all of that, but can you text me? I can. So you can text the word welcome to 804-925-1466, and it'll ask you for 3 pieces of information, of course. The first one that we love is your name, because we understand that life is better when we do it together, and we want to do life with you, not just your phone number. But it's going to also ask you for your phone number, of course, and your email address. And so once you fill out those 3 pieces of information, you're now connected, and you won't miss what happens next month. You won't miss you wouldn't have missed all of the great things that happened this month
Yeah.
because we make sure you know.
Yeah, yeah. And
And so then we had from Monica's pastor.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
oh yeah. And then last, well, no, then
Sunday before
Sunday
last.
before
Yeah,
last, we had Pastor Talbert come from Maryland.
Yes.
Man, she tore the house down. Yeah, we had, she was, man, look, she brought her drummer, her keyboard player. I'm like, cuz,
She
it's
said
like,
she Baptist Costal.
yeah, I was like,
I said,
cuz,
what is that? She made that up.
I'm like, cuz, what you doing? Because we got our own keyboard player. We don't need. She said, cuz, look, I'm nervous, because I ain't been, with y'all in a minute. Cause I was like, cuz, you don't need all of that. Man, she brought her little 17-year-old keyboard player, about 14-year-old drummer.
They went in.
And she went in,
Yes,
and
they did.
but we enjoyed her and the family. My husband said, "Look, your family's supposed to came here for a service, and it took over my house for a weekend." And so we enjoyed them. They came in, and she came in and wrecked the house for the weekend, and we just enjoyed, and we have just enjoyed this whole month. And then this Sunday,
Yes.
we're going to enjoy Pastor or First Lady Shanice Moore coming in. She's going to come here this Sunday at 10:30, and in the month of May,
Yes.
on a bang. So we're just excited that she's coming, to end Women's Month. So it's been really, really exciting.
Action packed. And bananas.
So I just been elated. I'm just so excited that you all have been tuning in, those that have been coming to sit in on Tuesdays. But I've also just been excited that you have taken out some time to sit with me and push me a little bit more and to sit here with me. So I'm excited, that you came too. And I know you like to eat all the time, and you always
You better
going
tell
out
the
to
people what
lunch.
I like to do. My cash
You
app
know.
is Miss Nikki.
So
Combo
thank
Nikki.
you. So I have I ain't give you no balloons because your kids gonna just bust them. So I know you always going to lunch at work.
Yes,
so
thank
so
you.
thank you, thank
I
you, thank you,
loves
thank you.
food. Yes, know me.
So thank you,
I
thank
appreciate you.
thank you, appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you
this has
very
been
much.
the month of May is always an amazing experience for me because this is what I love to do, like talking, hosting, and that's my heart.
Wait a minute, say it again. You like what? You like what? you like what?
Talking.
One more time.
People already, they probably laughing because they probably said, we already know, girl.
Oh.
But when you are in a ministry and they see the things that you love and whatever your gifting is, and they use you, not usury, but use you in your gift, because that's what it was for. It wasn't for me, or I didn't have this for just me. This is a space and a place, and I'm grateful that you all allow me a space to be me. Yeah, authentically, and I won't change it. Even if you wanted it to.
I just thank God that He just allowed me to be able to. My children is working in ministry. I'm just trying to get all the rest of my children to come on in and work in ministry because it's room. It's room
There's
for
room
you.
at the table.
It's room. We need more willing workers. As Pastor Joe said, we need more willing workers to come on in and work and help us. So without further ado, we're not going to belabor the time, but I don't like putting people on the spot, but as well as Nicole like to talk, I'm gonna ask Pastor Joe to come and give
Off
us some
vacation.
more,
You are
yeah.
officially
come on,
off vacation.
just for a little while and give some more instructions on, give some more, the stuff I don't know.
Well, we want to take this
Here you go.
opportunity to say,
Your favorite thing to say? They can't hear you.
we want to take this opportunity to thank the women of 3C for an awesome month. We want to thank Pastor Kay for her leadership and her direction. We have truly, truly enjoyed all that you all have delivered on this month. And we want to make sure that we invite all of you all to continue on in this process of growing and developing. Here at 3C, our Our vision is that we're change people, changing people with the love of God. And that's what the process is all about, right? Is getting better yourself and then going out and helping somebody else become better. So, Sister Nicole, we want to say thank you for all that you do and giving us all of the energy to feed off of. And we just want to make sure that you have all of the opportunities to connect and all the opportunities in the ways that you can help us continue on lifting up the name of Jesus. So if it's your first time with us and you want to get a little bit more information, you've already connected with us on social media or you've already joined us here in the audience, but you want to get a little bit more information, we want to encourage you to text the word welcome. That's welcome to 804-925-1466. You're going to get a Connect card, and when you get that, we're going to need your name, your email address, and your phone number so we can keep you up to date. Also, if you want to connect with our women's ministry, it's the Women of All Colors. If you want to connect with our women's ministry, they go on outings, they watch movies. You know, Pastor K, get them some little nuggets from time to time. We want to give you an opportunity to do that. It's a different word, different keyword. It's women. Text women at 804-925-1466. And that way you're in the loop with all of the things that the women here at 3C are doing. And you have an opportunity to hear Pastor K's heart directly. If you're looking for an opportunity to sow, you're saying, Pastor Joe, how can I help you all accomplish what you are here to accomplish? Well, first and foremost, we want you to know that everything that we've done here, everything that God has allowed us to accomplish at 3C has been done with partners like you. We wouldn't have any of the things that we have available to us without people connecting to God's way of doing things. So we want to make sure we give you an opportunity to sow into the ministry. There are two ways you can do that. First, you can text in your gift. Telephone number is 804-409-8687. Once again, 804-409-8687. Simply put in the dollar amount. You'll receive an electronic receipt. Or you can go to our website, your3c.com, click on the giving tab. You can give a one-time gift, or you can set up your recurring giving. We want to encourage you and invite you to continue to support us, continue to partner with us as we continue to be on the business of Jesus Christ. And here at 3C, what this all is about, right? All of the work that we do, all of the places that we go, all of the things that we say are all about winning souls for Christ. So we have our SWAT team. SWAT stands for Soul Winning Around Town. And we encourage all of our partners as you're out and about, now that the world is back open, and you're out and about, and you have an opportunity to share with somebody the love of Jesus Christ. And they ask, what must they do to be saved? We encourage you to walk them through the sinner's prayer, and then we encourage you to let us know so we can keep track. So when we get to heaven, we'll hear God say, well done, 3C. You were faithful over a few things. Now I'm going to make you ruler over many. For those of you who may not know, we are led by an awesome man, Pastor Karen's husband, Julius Sebastian White. And we are so thankful for him. And they just came off birthday weeks. And so we're so excited that God has planted an angel here to lead us and guide us and help us into fulfilling our motto. And our motto here at 3C is life is better when we do it together. And we want to do life better together with you. So we encourage you to connect with us, continue to grow. Doors open on Sunday morning at 10:15. Service starts at 10:30. If you want to let us know you're coming on that same website, your3c.com, click on the Plan Your Visit button. Let us know you're coming. Let us know how many people are coming. We'll make sure we have space set up just for you and your family. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to spending time with you. We look forward to helping you grow in your Christian walk. We'll see you on Sunday. Peace.
Show me the way, show me the way. Show me the way, show me the way. I've been out here feeling lost, trying to find my way. Show me the way, show me the way. Lord, show me. Got my head high, but I'm feeling low, low, low. Lord, I need your direction, let me know, no, no. Show me the way. Yes, sir, show me the way. Yes, sir, show me the way. Show me, Lord, show me, show me, Lord, show me.